Hello, happy Easter. I hope that you guys are all doing well. I shared on my Instagram last night that I have some new products I got from the drugstore to try out for you today. I haven't used most of these. There are two that I have used before and I really like that I wanted to talk about. So let's just jump into it. This is the first product I'm going to use today. It's a little foundation stick. I've not personally tried a foundation stick before, so I'm really excited. I didn't know that Wet n Wild had one, so I'm pretty excited about that. Just some disclaimers, I have very sensitive skin and very dry skin, so I look for products that are really clean, that aren't going to irritate my skin. Wet n Wild should be good for me. I've tried their liquid Photofocus foundation and really enjoyed it. So I got this in the shade Shell Ivory. I'm not sure that this is going to be the right one. I picked it out online, so we'll see. I'm going to do half of my face with a sponge and half of my face with a brush. I've just seen people doing this, so I wanted to give it a try. I don't typically like foundation blended out with a brush. I haven't found a brush that I enjoy doing it with, and I've tried a lot. So let's just get this on here. Oh yeah, this is not the right color. I'm just drawing lines on my face to get some of the product on. I'm gonna do this side with a brush. So far so good. I actually don't mind it blended out with the brush, which is unusual for me. That is really, really beautiful. I like the coverage of that a lot. Hopefully you can see that. So here's kind of it unblended. I have a huge spot, so we'll see how well it covers it up. But on this side, my skin just looks really flawless. Now to try the sponge. I think you get a little bit less coverage with the sponge. It kind of absorbs a little bit, and you kind of have to like drag it, like press and drag on the face. Right now I'd say it's about a light coverage. I'm not getting much cover over this spot here, so I'm gonna try another layer. Looks a little heavier now that I've put that second layer on. Yeah, you can definitely see it on the skin now. I'm gonna try again the brush on this side. So far, I quite like it. I really like the formula and the coverage. I'm not sure I would do 2 layers. It looks okay. You can kind of see it. It kind of looks like makeup. It just looks so flawless. I'm personally most days comfortable with a light to medium coverage, and like you saw, I did kind of 3 stripes on the cheek. Maybe I would do 4 initially, and a little bit more on my forehead and the center of my face. But yeah, I don't think I would go in with 2 layers. It's very creamy. It's a very nice formula. We'll see how it feels once it's set. It's still a little tacky, but I'm not sure that if you had combination to oily skin that you would like it as much. The next thing I'm going to use here is this Neutrogena concealer. I got this on a different shopping trip than the rest of this stuff. I've been using it a little bit. It kind of reminds me, I think they were going for the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's actually called Radiant Cream Concealer. So far, it's kind of a good dupe. It's quite a bit less pigmented than the NARS concealer, which I don't love, but it layers really well, so I can get the effect that I want, and it was only I think $13, so like half the price of the NARS concealer. So even though I've put this much concealer on, I'm probably gonna have to go around my under eyes one more time after I've blended all of this out. So I actually think I like that around the under eyes. I don't think I need to do a second layer today. I am so impressed with this foundation. It's better than some high-end foundations I've tried. It's so smooth. I mean, we'll see how it lasts throughout the day. I might do like a check-in at the end of the day, see how it's looking, but I will definitely use this one again. I don't have anything new to set my under eyes and the rest of my face, so I'm just gonna use my Laura Mercier. Oh, you know what? A good dupe that I have is actually, I'll use this one today. It's the Fit Me loose powder. It's the loose translucent powder. Comes in this kind of square box. It's actually pretty nice. I just still do prefer my Laura Mercier, but it's like $40 and this one's like $7 or $8. So if you need to save money, this is a really good option. I just dab some powder onto my sponge and then I press it around my under eyes. I try to really keep it up in my under eyes and not on my cheek because I get a lot of dryness here and I want to keep some of the radiance of that foundation. I don't typically put on enough to like bake my under eyes because I don't need it and I don't want to dry out my skin that much. And then the only other part of my face that I set with powder and my sponge, because it packs in more powder, is my smile lines. This really helps me to ensure that it's not going to break up. It's going to break up a little bit, but for the most part when I do it like this, it helps it a lot. So the next test of the foundation is going to be to see how much radiance we lose once we set it and how it feels after we set it. So I'm just getting some powder here on a brush. So it actually kept a lot of radiance. It's set well. I'm not concerned about it moving. I'm really impressed with how much radiance it's kept. As you can see, it still looks really, really flawless. Sometimes powder will pick up on texture. My face is reacting to something right now, but I think the foundation is doing a really nice job of kind of covering that up. The next product I'm going to use, I'm very excited to have back in my collection. It's been a while since I've repurchased this just because I was gifted a really nice bronzer several months ago that I've been using. It's actually this here. The Butter Bronzer! Oh, yay, fan favorite. It smells like the beach. It smells like a coconut scented sunscreen. So if scent bothers you, you might not like it. So I'm just gonna use a bronzer brush here. I can be a little bit more liberal with this one because it's a little sheer. So good. I put a little bit more on my cheek than I like, so I'm just gonna blend a little bit of that off. I like to put a lot of bronzer on since I'm so fair. It kind of helps warm up my skin. Sometimes this cheek area doesn't pick up bronzer as well. I'm not sure why, but sometimes I have to play with it a little bit. I forgot how good this bronzer is, and the foundation isn't making it skip or anything. Like, it looks really nice. Put this here to give me a little bit of shape around my jawline, and then I put some on the edges of my nose. I will say that this foundation kind of does feel like I'm wearing makeup, and I don't love that feeling. My other foundation and base products don't usually feel like that because I don't like the feeling, so I kind of stay away from products like that, but it is a bit of a thicker formula since it is that like stick foundation. Okay, well, I had 2 cream products to try today, but I've never really used cream products, so I set my whole face and did powder bronzer before I used them, so I'm gonna have to save those for another video. I do have, however, this loose highlight by Wet n Wild to try. I don't think I've ever tried a loose highlighter before. It kind of is like a mess, so I'm hoping I don't get it everywhere. I swatched it on my hand and it looked pretty nice, so. Ooh. I'll have to look up closer at that in a second, but so far so good. It's a little glittery, but it's not too glittery for like a drugstore. And honestly, some high-end ones. Just looking in the viewfinder, that's really pretty. Yeah, that is gorgeous. That's a big win. And this was like $5. So if you're in the market for a new highlighter, I recommend this one for sure. And there is so much product in here. Like, I don't even know if I'll use all of this in my entire lifetime. Like, there's 8 grams of product. Like, that's insane. I'm gonna go with a matte blush today. This one is a Tarte one. I don't actually remember. I think I bought it. It's hard for me to remember sometimes if I bought, like if I paid for things or if they were gifted to me, but I think I actually got this with a gift card my brother got me one year. Just want to do a little bit. I don't want to cover up that pretty highlighter. Next, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I have 2 little e.l.f. products here. I have their Wow Brow gel and the Precise pencil. It's been a while since I've tried e.l.f. eye products, or eyebrow products. They weren't great in the past. I'm hoping that's changed. I swatched it on my hand yesterday and it looked pretty nice. See how soft this spoolie is? It's a little stiff. I wouldn't typically use a spoolie this stiff. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on how to shape your eyebrows. I got a training once from the girls at Anastasia and they taught us how to shape our eyebrows. So I'll teach you guys how to do that another day, but I just want to test the products right now. Okay, so far so good. I will say the undertone is a touch warmer than I'd like it to be. I have pretty neutral to ashy roots in my blonde, so this is the shade taupe, so I like my eyebrow pencils to be a little bit on the cooler side. I use the NYX version a lot, and I like the color of that one just a little bit better. So yeah. Even on camera it's showing a little warm, which is not bad. The product is really creamy, so it can come off pretty pigmented. If you're not super familiar with how to do your eyebrows, I would say just be really light with this one at first and kind of build before you like pack on a lot of color. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. You get a lot of product, which is nice, and for the price I would say it's a really good option, and I think they had a couple of colors, so you might be able to find one that suits your skin tone better than this taupe color, so yeah, I would recommend it. Next is the Wow Brow. I got this in taupe too. It's supposed to, I think it has some fibers in it, so it's not just a tint. I think it's like a tint and fill, which is pretty much what I use on a regular basis anyways. I like that one too. I think for the price, these are 2 really good eyebrow products, especially for beginners that don't want to invest in better eyebrow products. To start and kind of get in the groove, these would be really good products to try. So I didn't get any new mascara products. I did get this new eye glitter, but I think I'm actually gonna do like a separate tutorial teaching you guys how to do an eyeshadow look with a glitter like this. So I think this will kind of be it for the first impressions. I'll come back at the end of the day, but just to go through it, I really like the foundation, really like the concealer. I mean, pretty much I really like it. Okay, so I'm back. I actually just finished my eyes. I forgot that I got a new lip product from e.l.f. to try. It's their liquid matte lipstick. I swatched it on my hand yesterday and it looks really beautiful, so I'm excited to try it. It kind of has a strange foot shape. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it or not, but let's see. So the applicator is a little bit tricky to get used to at first. I went a little ham on the overlining today, but you know, it is what it is. I actually really like this eye color combo with the lip. It's a really nice kind of deeper mauve shade. So far it's pretty comfortable. It's not sticky. It makes my teeth look really white. Yeah, so far so good. We'll see how it wears. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I might eat something. And we'll see. I'll let you know how I like it by the end of the night. The same with the foundation. I've only had it on for a little while now. I honestly didn't even check the time. Maybe a half an hour I've had it on. It's getting a little heavy around my mouth. Could be because I layered it, could be the powder, could be a lot of things. We'll see. But yeah, all right, see you later. Okay, so I'm back for the end of the day check-in. It's like 12:15 right now, so I think it's been on for a long time, like maybe 10 hours now at this point. Overall, I'm really impressed. The foundation has broken up a little around my nose and kind of looks heavy around my mouth and on my forehead. I think there are a couple of things that could be contributing to that, so I want to play around with it more. I think it's worth playing around with more. The lipstick was nice. I didn't reapply it. You can see it's kind of almost gone now. The formula was nice. It was a little drying, but you know, it's a liquid lipstick, and for like $5 or $6, it's not bad. I would just want to make sure that my lips were like well hydrated and exfoliated before using it again. I'm really impressed with the eyeshadow, especially the glitter. It's doing well. A little bit of creasing, but I have pretty hooded eyes, so that's not unusual for me. I'm really happy with how pigmented it is. Yeah, overall, really good day on the first impressions. I hope you liked everything. If you have any more questions about what you saw today, definitely let me know. I'll try to remember to have everything listed out in the description below. Have a good one. I'll see you soon.